Welcome to episode 9 of my Thanksgiving series where I show you how to make all the different components of a Thanksgiving dinner. Today we are making stuffing. I do call it stuffing and not dressing, and this is a very just classic and traditional recipe. You're going to start out by making your croutons. I just buy one of these loaves of bread from the Walmart bakery and I cut it up into tiny little cubes. And then I put them on a baking pan and bake for 20 minutes at 350. You can do this the night before to save yourself time. Now we're going to do a lot of chopping. You're going to want 2 cups of chopped celery. That was about 4 large stalks for me. And then I normally just do 1 large onion, but I had small ones, so I did 2 small onions. Again, just chop them into tiny little pieces. And then we're going to get started with the herbs. You're going to want rosemary, sage, thyme, and parsley. I just minced the entire container of sage, and so the recipe is very herby, and if you don't like a heavy herb flavor, just have all of the herbs that I'm using. I did 2 tablespoons of thyme and 2 tablespoons of rosemary, but if you're having it, then just do 1 tablespoon of thyme and 1 tablespoon of rosemary. And then I chopped about 1/4 cup of parsley, and I do recommend leaving that to be 1/4 cup. Now over to our pot, we're going to melt 1.5 sticks of butter. Once that's all melted, go ahead and add your celery and onion and cook that on about medium just until they're sauteed. And then I'm adding in a few cloves of minced garlic. Once your vegetables are done sauteing, you're going to add all your croutons to a large bowl and then go ahead and add your vegetables and herbs. And if you like your stuffing more soggy, then don't bake your bread until they're hard as croutons. Just bake them for maybe 10 minutes so that you just get a little bit of moisture out. Now you're going to add about a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, and then 2.25 cups of chicken broth. I'm using my homemade chicken broth. And then to a separate bowl, you're going to add 2 eggs and 1/4 cup of your chicken broth, and then go ahead and mix that all up and add that to the big bowl with all the bread. Give that a good mix and then grease up your baking dish. And then you're going to take 1/2 stick of butter and cut that into about 8 little cubes and just place them nicely over the top. Having this butter melted straight onto the top just gives her a really nice presentation, I think. And then you're going to cover and bake for 40 minutes at 350, uncover and then bake for another 40 minutes also at 350. It should come out looking nice and golden on the top, and that is how you make very traditional Thanksgiving stuffing.